welcome everyone. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? It is summer solstice on the planet Earth, and this is the longest day of the year. Summer solstice, winter solstice is the shortest day of the year. This is the longest day. Ooh. As a mermaid, this is wonderful. For the vampire in my life, this is a nightmare. But yes, and look at this. I believe the sun is setting. That's a setting sun right there in Minecraft on the continent. I don't know what the continent is. It's not Thalassia. It's not the skeleton continent. It could be the northern tip of the skeleton continent. That would make sense. What am I looking at? I'm looking at the retreat that Arnaaluk is building for the Druids on land, and it is called Piti Hamalaluk. Hamalaluk. I have to sing the first part. Hamalaluk. Remember when I was trying to learn Arnaaluk? So I'm at that stage. So notice the sun is going down quite a bit. I'm going to change my view, and I think we're just going to go down to the supply camp, which is the balloon that the first four came in on. I definitely hear almost all the time need to have a lantern in my hand, even in the daytime. That's how thick these old growth forests are. They're just stunningly amazing. Yeah, I forgot about the bee. We have to, look at, oh my, perfect, almost perfect for the fact that it is the solstice. That is beautiful, that beautiful new moon. It just looks gorgeous. And the lone tree picture, the famous lone tree on a field, that's a pretty good one right there, considering that we have this old growth forest surrounding us. Let's go to sleep. Now, these were the 4 beds used by the first 4, but they now have, most of them have homes, and the couple who are still waiting for homes, they're living in the tavern. So I am using, these are my bed linens that I'm using on this bed here. I really like sleeping in the balloon. So we're going to wake up here in the morning, and look how beautiful it is today. The sun is just coming up over the meadow, and we're going to hop back up this hill to where the road is. And we just saw Aaron. So it turned out Aaron was in fact waiting for me to get rid of one single piece, a single piece of emerald, which we did. And we do have some minerals and stuff that we can now give to Arnaaluk. There's no manufacturing here, so we don't have any way of doing ores, sourcing ores. Let me fix this. I kind of don't like that it looks like that. It's leaning on here. I'd rather have it come back like that. I think that's better. Okay, and let's put that away. And yes, so it looks like that. This is the tree that we added here because we took away a tree from in this area. And so we essentially, we didn't build it, but we did build it. We took the single block of dirt, and then we planted a tree in order to make this tree. So yeah, on top of the remains of the tree that was there before. So it's like the tree grew back, and I definitely like that. This is probably the most and the best road we have here. I think at the other end where the new, where we have a new Druid station, I think that's pretty good too, that road there. Brittany doesn't have anything to do. We actually need for her to do something. We just don't know what. So what I'm going to do is, Brittany's not here. She's home probably. I'm going to step into her place here and change into a survivalist. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to go to the university and see what we need next. There are some things that we want to have for this retreat. See, she lives here. Let me see something. Of course, I would do this after I became a player. But let me see if we're using something up here to cover, to keep the dirt from falling in this one. And yeah, we are. See, we're using stair pieces right there. So we'll probably have to do the same with that one. To keep the dirt from falling in. These are underground houses. We're putting things under the meadow, and so one of the things that we're putting underneath is Brittany's house, and most of this is stone, but you can see this part right here is not, and that's the part that we need to look at, but we can't do that. We were on our way to the university, and we definitely need this light in our hand, even if we can't see it. We need that light to be in our hand. Here comes Deliza. Hello, Deliza. Deliza is our courier right now. We can have a second courier, we just haven't found someone yet. There were some people who applied, but we wanted to wait. This is a druid, an extension of the druid sanctuary. So we really would like to be able to have druids take the place, take positions here. So we're going to the university, and there is a long elevator right over here. I can see it. And that elevator is how we're getting up to the university in the trees. It's a university in the trees. And we have to look at the corner, be careful so that we don't fall off. And we've got one of the builders. That is Cade.
Not what was promised.
Cade is probably coming from his latest project right here. Sure enough. And he has gotten far. Look at this. Ooh, yay. So it looks like he still needs some more jungle. And yes, we're using jungle spruce. We're using these woods because they're super long trees. And so they work really well in this old growth forest, even though it's a birch forest. And we will, right now we're grafting these jungle trees into these birches. But after the buildings are level 5, the primary tree is going to return to being just a birch tree. We're not going to probably change all this wood, this jungle wood, but we will change the tree back so you can see that we grafted the tree in. This is a dorm here, and we have housing in these two areas right here. This is a house, and that's a house. How close are these houses to the people who actually need housing? So Ezra could live here. Riley has a house. Ezra is living in the dormitory. Cade is too far away. Romina is too far away. Leandro's too far away. So everyone's too far away. This is actually the children's housing. Bode is too far away. He's living someplace closer because he is no longer working here. He was waiting for the rabbit hutch to be built, and it has, and we have 2 rabbits now. And so he's gone to his profession, and we wanted to come here. So this is where we wanted to look. So for this retreat, which is kind of like a Disneyland for them, it's a place where they can come, where it's relaxing, where they feel wonderful, where they can do all the things that they would do in the woods. So we need a couple things to address that. One of the things that we need, and why don't I go to this first, is in combat. We have a block of iron. We have to have a guard tower. I mean a barracks. We have to have a barracks. So I'm going to try and find the smallest barracks we can have, because without a barracks we cannot get an archery, which is the next thing that we want. And both of these need, look at the amount of iron these 2 need. So we can't do the second one without doing the first. And so this is what we need to do next. I don't think I have it here. No, there should be some in the warehouse. Let's put this here, 3 iron blocks. I'm going to make a list of the things that we need for research. And okay, so that takes care of that. As far as combat, the only other thing, I'm not doing the coffee. It doesn't make any sense. I haven't seen any evidence that it works. It doesn't matter. If they're going to sleep, then sleep. Unless we have done everything, and then we'll do it. But right now, it doesn't do any good. Improved, we don't need any of this stuff. What we need is something called, let's push this back. What we need is paranormics, and there it is, right here. And in order to have paranormics, we need a barracks total 3. So we actually have to have a barracks just to even get the druids paranormics, which they absolutely need. So, and to get the archery, which we want to have for them to enjoy the sport of archery. Druids enjoy the sport of it as well as using it for combat. So that is something, a barracks is what we're going to have to look at. And I'm going to put this over here, because we can't do a barracks until we research it. And we need 3 and 5 iron blocks. So we need 8 iron blocks altogether. It is 6. Everyone's going to go home and it's raining. So we'll just leave it for now. Now we are doing armor. We are doing armor, especially here because we're in the trees, so that the druids don't hurt themselves. We have to have, we're going for plate, which is down here, and that requires a blacksmith level 4 and a university 5. So plate metal, plate armor, blacksmith, and the university would have to be a 5. University 5, and the blacksmith 4. That's a huge thing. So we're not going to have plate armor for a long time. We don't actually need it. But I like to give them the ability to have it. We're going to go the boiled leather root right here, and we'll see if we have enough. We can't do any of that right now. All we can do is the pieces that are in the light color in the corner here. And we don't need any of these. Except this for panoramics. Ah, spider eye, bone, and flesh. We have to have that as the beginning, and those are all 8 of each. So 8, 8, and 8. So we have to have that in order to do that, and that takes care of everything here. I like to do the telescope, even though it's just, it's kind of just a fun thing to do because we have a telescope, and it just seems to make it seem like we're scientific. And I'm looking for it. I don't see it anymore. Where is it? Oh, that's interesting. Is it not there? I think I'm just missing it. I think I'm just missing it. I know it's not one of the 5s. Captain training. Captain of the guard. Look at that. Interesting. Okay, so we're done with combat. Let's go to the others. So in order to get the archery that we need, that's the thing that we're working on. And we do need iron, and we do need the spider and the flesh and the bone. Spider, flesh, and bone. Sounds like a spell, doesn't it? Definitely does. Okay, technology. So, look what's up at the top now. Open the nether. Scrolls require an enchanter tower. An enchanter tower. So we'll have to see if we have to do something special for it. I can probably check right now. Let's look here and go to Enchanter. No, not that way. Not that way. This way. And this way. And this way. Let's put this up. We don't need the light at the moment. On jungle, let's look at for Enchanter, Mystic. Enchanter requires Enchanter tower block in inventory, but it's fine other than that. It's not saying we have to have something special. This is excellent. So we can actually start. Both of them don't require anything. I just clicked on that and that's what happened. So the Enchanter and the Mystic can be worked on. See if we have to. I would prefer not to, because we are on because we are on land, and so it will attract skeletons, and so we might not want to do that unless we're prepared to defend it. So the other thing that we need, and I'm looking and it says you are not connected to the internet. Let's see if it's going to come back from there. Let's see if it's going to come back. It might. We might be broken. And let's see. It says I'm not connected. So I might not be. It's staying there pretty strong. Usually when it's like this, Huh? I'm on? Yeah, usually when it's like this, it's okay, but it could be a warning. Okay, Thank you. Vincentius Primus, everybody. So we definitely want to have a beautiful mystic site, a beautiful enchanting tower. We want to have both of those things because we're druids. They're druids here, and that's really important to them. We don't need anything for either of those two. I think we need a sawmill for something, but I don't remember. Oh, this is what we need to find. So we're putting in a farm because we can't have a florist without a farmer. And so down here at the bottom where everything is, this is the composter, and it requires a farm. And we need the composter. Oh, and now I'm warm. Yay. Okay. The air conditioner sort of calmed the farm there. It was just going nuts. We need a composter to unlock a plantation. We need a plantation. This is crop rotation. This is the crop fields. Something's going on here. So we just need the farm. We don't actually need a plantation now to get a flower shop. Yahoo! We can go straight for the flower shop from the farm. This is excellent. We need the flower shop in the farmer's market. And that's one of the things that we're looking for. So when we get the farm, we'll be able to do the research. But we need a level 2 university, I think. Let me see. No, it's saying a composter. We need composter and a level 2 university. Okay, so we still need the composter. And for the dye shop, we still need the composter and the level 2. So the dye shop and the flower shop are what we're after. And we need a composter and a farm. So composter. Now the, let's see, Green Revolution. I don't know right now. We'll find out later. I definitely want a dye shop and a flower shop at the farmer's market. And that's what we're looking for. And of course, the farmer having a stand at the farmer's market is what we got from Anyanka's new, well, it's not new, but her Old English style, their Old English style, which is really cool. Yay! And so we've got that. And I think that's all. Almost everything else we can get from, if we want to have like a blacksmith or something at the open farmer's market, we could do that. I think it's going to be too hot. I think it would be better to do that elsewhere. The Enchanter at the farmer's market would be amazing. So there we are. So those are some of the things. She's not doing anything. Where can I go? Where's the fastest place I can go? Probably the fastest would be up to here, where no one can see me. See where I am? I can come around here and I'm almost hidden, so I can change back into a mermaid. Can you imagine seeing the transformation? I mean, it should be kind of wild. I mean, I'm not even sure in any of the movies. I think maybe the cartoon Little Mermaid actually shows her return to having a tail. I know Vincentius Blindness exploded. He exploded. He's okay. I think even in Splash, they didn't actually show it. They showed everyone's reaction, right, to it. In some of the Silky movies, maybe in some of the others, they do. So yeah, but that's I have promised, actually the mermaids have promised, because land people have complained about it, not to change in front in a public location. So that's how we're going to have to deal with it. Let's come over here and let's take this down. So I'm going to get the iron because we have some, and if we do that research, that'll actually be nice. Why are you here? Oh, that's from that tree. I'm going to take this away and put this here. Okay, and let's go. That doesn't go where I want. I'm lost in my own forest. We're going the wrong way. There we are. So we're headed back towards the warehouse. Specifically, that's Penelope right there. We have a new druid named Charlie, and Charlie has taken the new station that we have on the other side of the university, where we're trying to expand back into that area. I'm still trying to decide about having an actual hotel, not just having the tavern for visitors, but I don't know for sure yet. So I'll have to figure something out there. We're actually probably going to have a little bridge or walkway there at some point. But right now, here we are, and I guess, I don't know why I walk around. Let's sort, and let's look for the iron. Because we brought the iron blocks specifically for those things that we need to research. So I'm going to take all 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that back to the university, and they'll be able to do one of the researches, and then we'll just have to wait. Look, we've got stuff to take back. I think that's stuff to take back. I think it is. Cade finished. Whoa! So there is a new house done, and we'll check on that. So that means Cade isn't doing anything. Brittany isn't doing anything. Leandro is the only one right now who's working on something. Let's come to here. Let's come here. And let's bring these down for right this minute. I need this here. 1, 2, 3. And Leandro just needs, what's that? Did you see that? Ooh, she's asking for wheat dough to make bread? There's plenty of bread. That's interesting. I'll have to look and see what that is. We're going to have to get dandelions. We don't have any. It's solstice and we have no dandelions for dandelion tea. Dandelions in salad. Both of those are really good, especially at this time of the year. So we've got the iron. Leandro just needs dandelions. That's what he's asking for. And another rack, which I thought we made a rack. Maybe he needs more than we made. Let's make one for a second. Let's get iron. Yeah, we still have nuggets. And let's see where they ended up. They ended up over here. This is her system. And we're going to take these. We've got potato soups. I didn't realize how many we had. And look how much rabbit we have. I might get Romina to serve potato soup. I know we have squash soups. And then for the racks, what do we need? Let's go look. Rack. Hello. No. That's not what I need. There's what I need. That. Oh, just blocks. Okay. We just need oak. We might see it handy, but no, we just see that. Oh. Okay, never mind. Let's just go here. Oak. And there it is. And we need planks. And we've got plenty. And they were in that place where we thought. And so this is spruce. This is oak. And let's make a rack. Rack. I know, I'm being very silly. I don't know. Let's do this. And there it is. So there's one. Let's look at Leandro's actual piece for a minute and see. I'm going to put this here. Let's look at, let's look here. Let's put this up. Brittany, Cade, Leandro. And dandelions is now the only thing that he needs. We're going to have to go to Arnaaluk for them. We can put these things away here, and we're still going to go to the university. But I would like to do these couple of things for just a minute. So we have two people who aren't working, and they can be building the Enchanter and the Mystic site. And so this is a pretty big deal here, what we're going to use for the Enchanter and the Mystic site. Here's where we are. We are in the trees, and it is really beautiful. And I can understand the love that Druids have for these kinds of spaces, and we are trying to keep it pretty natural, pretty okay. Like I said, we are actually grafting these trees in, but then we'll grow the birch back to them. The birch will grow around them. That's what we're going to say. Gunner. Let's look. Oh, an Astley. You're not going to get that. Sorry, Gunner. He's just visiting. He's not making a real offer because that's outrageous. So we'll just leave him for now. Let's go up while it's nighttime and we can't really see anything in here. And let's look. We'll go to the meadow and let's look at mystic sites. So let's look at the jungle mystic site. Let's look at a couple. Let's start with the tropical mystic site. I haven't seen it in a long time, if ever. And the mystic site looks like this, level 5. So what are we looking at? We're looking at a mountain god. We're looking at one of the mountain gods. Yeah, that definitely is more tropical. And so we won't do that. Let's look at the Enchanter since we're here. And I think I'm looking at it. See this right here with all this land. Level 5. Oh, it's pretty. Ooh, that is very pretty. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. Oh, this would be fun to do. This definitely would. I think it's not in keeping with where we are right now. Oh my gosh, I like that actually quite a bit. I like that as building. What is that there? Wow. Those are actually just towers. Whoa. So there's one there, and then on the other side, this is nice. I like this. And over here is this. Wow. Let me see what this is here. Is this a magic door? That's what it looks like. It looks like a magic door. It does. So let's come up here. Here's all the library and where they are. There's a little place for them. What's back here behind this door? Storage. And it is quite beautiful. Is there something under? More. Ooh. More stuff underneath. Oh, this is where we were. We were down in the basement. Ooh. So those are just shelves. Those are meant to be shelves for putting things on. And then up here, this is where it is. This is where the Enchanter works. I like it. I do. I like it a lot. We're just not in the tropics. Switch. So that's both of those. And we're looking at the Enchanter and the Mystic site. Let's go now to Dark Oak first. I haven't seen Dark Oak in a while. I remember that Dark Oak had a gorgeous Enchanter and Mystic site at one point. And where is it? Hold on. I don't think I clicked on anything. So let's come here. And there is the Mystic site, level 5. And so you see it's mostly on the ground. It's a walk. It's a walk. And I can understand this kind of walk, and it's beautiful. And the gardens are gorgeous here. And it's nice. We'll think about that. We'll think about that. That's the Mystic site. And then the Enchanter is a really beautiful piece. It walks, it has this connection to the rest of the city right here. And you come into the Enchanter right here. And then through here, there's their little office area, and then they have places underneath where they're growing things. I really, really, really like that. I've always liked this one. I've only done it once, and it's really pretty. It might actually even fit in here, in one of the places off beyond the university. Let's look at the jungle one now. And jungle. And let's go to the Mystic site, level 5. So we have another statue. Ooh, look at this. Whoa. Do you see what it's made out of? Good gracious. And it is, we have another God statue here. And yeah, it's on the ground. So let's look at the Enchanter, level 5. What are we looking at? I forgot about that. I forgot. That is so cool. So the underwater base graveyard is a fortress, a sea fortress. The Enchanter, or is this the Mystic site? This is the Mystic site. No, it's the Enchanter. The Enchanter for jungle is the temple. I totally forgot. It is the classic temple, and it is just perfect. That is so perfect. I loved that they did that, and that still remains, including having this bottom area here. So it's like you take over a temple. You've taken over one of the temples and are using it. That's lovely. That's not going to work here. So let me look for a second. So we're looking through Arcology. I don't know that Arcology's Mystic site is just that. See that right there? And talk about having something really small but really important. I think that's what we'd be talking about right here, like this. It would be like the sacred tree, but the sacred tree here wouldn't be this tree. It would actually be one of the birches. We could do this, because what we could do with this is actually put this in the town hall area. Remember, we have that outside town hall piece from Additions, Shire Additions. And see right here, like this. So let me see here if I go to Shire Additions for a minute. I just want to see what the town hall looks like. X, let's come back. Let's come here, town hall, level 5. Let's raise this up for a second. I think I have it turned the wrong way so I can see it. I just want to put it right where it is here. I think those are on their same part. So see, it's got this little tent area right here, which is sort of like storage. I love that. Uh-oh, I've got them. They're not matched properly. See that right there? Let's bring those over and match them and bring it down. Okay, now they're matched. And so right here, yeah, I like those flags. The banners, I like them. I like those banners. And so this is the area that we have. We could put it right here, right in this spot right here. There is seating here for the meeting and stuff, but we could either put it right here, we set this tree, and this tree matches their set right there. If I wanted to, if I really wanted to, I could ignore the tree and put in the mystic site right there and just have it be an attestament for these people, for the druids, that the entire forest is the mystic site. And that's what that would be saying. So we would take down these barrels right here. We would take this part down, and right here is where the people meet, and right back here we would have the sacred tree. I like that. And let's see what's here now. Let's X this. So there is a tree there, a decent size, but I don't know. Yeah, I think it's part of this build. That is what I'm going to do. We're going to make it that they can walk from here right into where the sacred tree is. And I like it. I definitely like it. So that's going to be the mystic site when the time comes. I don't want to do it now. Can I do it now? I don't know. I don't know, because waiting until this is level 5 is a long way off. Let's try again, and let me see what the boundaries are here. Let's look at this. Let's make sure these match. That doesn't match right there, I don't think. I need to move it this way. Nope, now it's too far back. That's a match. Okay, that's a match. So with this match, there is the edge. So this tree is included. So see, all this is included, including the tree. I'm not going to be able to do that there. This is the thing that gets me to have a mystic site like almost immediately. I mean, town hall. There's always something that causes us to have a town hall pretty quickly. And I'm looking at that right now. If I put it here, see how there's nothing here? See how this space right here, there's nothing in front of the tavern right here? This little part right here. That looks like an interesting spot for it. It's still visible from here. It's one of the things that the people could see all the time. It's actually getting sun, which is very odd. See the different places that we have that get sun, but this is nice. I think I'm going to change my mind here. X. And should I look at the Shire Editions mystic site? I like the idea that the entire place is a mystic site, but for just a moment, let's see if Shire Editions has a mystic site. And I went away. I went away from it. Okay, walls, military, infrastructure, Longborough, Town Hall, nothing. Okay, Shire. Well, we know what Shire's mystic site is, don't we? Shire's mystic site is Mordor, if I'm not mistaken. And let's X. Let's come back here and look at the mystical site. Level 5. That's the mystical site? That's definitely not what I thought. Oh, okay. So if this is the mystical site, let me see what this is. Ah, look at this underneath. Wait, this is a mystic site? It is. One. I mean, this is in keeping with what we should have here, because this is a meeting place for them. And yeah, I see this. This is a huge container of liquid. What was that beer that they were drinking? 2. 3, 4, 5. Let me see how tall it is. It's pretty short, so it's not going to kill all the trees. Oh, I kind of like the idea that the Mystic Site is a place where people meet. I like that idea too. It's big. So we already have some places where people meet. We have the farmer's market. We have, oh, but to have it here, to have it in this area under the university, oh my gosh, that might actually be quite interesting. Let me look at something. Shepherd. Hello, Shepherd. Shepherd book. Let's look here, and he wants cakes, and the stats are as follows. We still need a farmer with his athletics, I think is something. Stamina, probably. I don't see any outstanding numbers. I'm gonna have to let that go. Let's X, and let's come here and look at the Mystic Site. So what we would be talking about doing is putting this monster down under here, and then we have the problem again. Nope. Well, this it shouldn't touch. See all this? That's what all of that is, that it wouldn't touch any of this. Ooh. Now that is a thought. So underneath the university would be this Mystic Site, level 5. So when it is done, it looks like this and has all those meeting places in the ground. So we can bring it down to here, and we can put it, now see, we've got these trees, and this is what we have to be careful about. How do we want the barrel is facing, this is the back of the barrel. So let's turn this around and bring this in this way. So this is the front of the barrel. Oh, I might have had it the right way the first time. I think I did. Yep. That's now looking like the back. Let's come back here. And look at it from here. Ooh, look at it. There's the liquid inside. Yeah, it definitely needs to be this way. Doesn't it seem like a druid thing? Doesn't it seem like something that the druids would have here? It does, doesn't it? Okay, so let me look at where the trees are. And what I mean by trees is the pieces of the university. See that piece right there? Those are university pieces as far as this barrel is concerned. So the barrel is not in that part. We've got a house here, and it's crossing over into the house section facing that way. And how far, if I bring it this way, it would be right here like this. This is the doctor's house right here. It'd be interesting having the Enchanter in the area too. But this is where it is. The pieces that are holding up the university are here. We're going to move them. And then this, oh, look at that corner. Whoa. That corner there. Let's look at how high it is. It's not that high, see? It's only coming to here. And this means that something can be built underneath. Thank you. Thank you, style designers of Jungle and of Shire, because this just so completely seems like the thing that would be underneath the university right here. And I just love the idea of it being there. It's a mystic site, and we can build the level 1. I like the location as far as being in the ground. Do I want to bring it up one? I don't think so. I think we'll leave it, and we'll see as it goes on. It is going to affect some trees. There's a big tree right here. But the barrel is right there, so that's fine. With the barrel right there, that tree is at the back of the barrel. This is the front of the barrel here, facing the doctor right here. Their balcony and this. I like it. I like it. I know, I like it. Assign a builder. So can I find it? If I can't find it, I'm going to have to... Ah, there it is. Yes. Okay, we're going to have Cade work on this. So build options. The builder is Cade. Build the building. Cade is not working on anything right now. And so we're going to give him this to work on. This is going to be interesting. So remember, these trees are going to hold up the university. We've got trees there. These poles, we'll see how many of them we need to hold up the university, and they're going to be changed to birch. More than likely, we shall see, or spruce. But in this area, we have these big birches that look like this, and I think I'd like these underneath. And then we'll see in relationship to these what it's going to look like completely. So that's Charlie. That's our new druid and shepherd right there. And I think anyone else will be looking out in the fields, but there's Parnell. Parnell wants potatoes, baked potatoes. And she has a 20 dexterity. Mana 17, the focus is low. Athletics. I'm gonna need a skill set for a second. We need a farmer, and the farmer is stamina and athletics. Stamina. Oh, she's a farmer. Look at her with a decent amount of magic. She's not focused, but maybe that's because she wants to farm. I think, Parnell, I think you're going to get your wish. You're going to get your wish to be a farmer. Now we just have to find her. She's headed in this direction, so she might be going to the meadow. There's Gunner here. And I don't see her. Oh, she still had time. So she's just walking around and doing stuff. Is she inside? There she is. Parnell, we're going to accept you. Recruit for 66 baked potatoes. Where do I have the other? There it is, 66 baked.
potatoes, P-O-T-A-T. We can have Romina, we can use Romina's oven and bake some. Let's get her in the housing right now, assign her here. And then she is going to work from this farm that is a part right here. This farm right here. We're going to have her be here. And sure enough, there she is. Nice numbers for level 1s. And so we're good to go as far as that's concerned. Let's look at our fields. And now we definitely need Leandro to finish because he's working on our fields. So we have that. I really like the idea of there being all these different meeting places among the trees for all of them, because this is a druid, an extension of the sanctuary. This is a retreat, and it just makes it like, okay, yeah, you can have classes up here, or you can have classes down in the mystic site and things like that. You can eat, you know, at the restaurant, or you can bring your food to the mystic site. And I just really like that. I like that a lot. So let's let's move on to the Enchanter. We still don't have an Enchanter, and the sun is coming up. And what can we look at? That was Shire's Mystic. That means the Enchanter must be Mordor, I thought. So let's look here. X this. Let's come back. And the Mystic site, the Enchanter, level 5. Oh! Ooh! Wow. That's pretty intense. It's at least in the mountain, which is really nice. Do we want this? I see the door here. So when we come in, we have this area. And then, yeah. I'm going to go back to Dark Oak. To the Dark Oak one. Dark Oak Enchanter. Which is this piece here. So here's another piece on the ground. Let me see what happens in this space. So we have the market, the farmer's market right here. We have the mystic site right here. But remember that the, where is that house? The house is here, and a portion of the mystic site is right here. This is going to be interesting. See that elevator? So we'll have to be careful about that. And then this is right here. What's this? What is this right here? Now that would be interesting. We could either do it there. I think that's going to be the best place because it's going to flatten. And it's a dark oak. It's a dark oak piece, so it's going to flatten out the land in a specific area. Look at this. What's there? Let me look at something. Who are you? Oh, it's Shepherd still. So we've got two of these areas here. This is one of the builders right here.
And this is the tavern. Let's see how big this piece is. I do not want to give up this. This was here before I got here, and I don't want to give up that piece right there. But let me see something. Let's touch down. Let's X. Let's come to here. Let's go to Mystic. This is Dark Oak. And let's see how big this is. I know I'm underestimating how big this is, but let us raise it up so I can see the bottom for a minute. Level 5, and let's see what we're looking at. How big is this? Wait. This is not... Did I do the Mystic site by mistake? Yes, I did. I did. Sorry. You're like going, wait, no, that's not right. You're absolutely right. It's not. 5. And let's bring this over here. Let's see how big this is. This is decent. So the farmer's market is here. I want to hold on to this piece right here. How am I going to do that? Because look at something here. Hold on. So where the farmer's market opens, if this was here, it would be here like this. With that, and I'm not gonna like it. I'm not gonna like it. See where the tavern is. See where these pieces are. Yeah, that's where the secrets are. So for them, this is where the, oh, look at this. Look what's coming down already. We've got the cuts in these and cuts back here in these parts. And we're going to lose the elevator up. So we'll have to figure out some other way to get them down. Because that is in the way of the new Mystic site. We do have one over here. Hold on. Boink. We do have one attached right here. See this one right here? We could use this one. It looks like it's outside of the area where they're doing this. We have one of the big trees here. We'll see after everything's done. We'll put the trees back. I would like the Mystic site to be someplace like right here. Maybe, but there isn't enough room actually here. So let's look at the border is now expanded back into this area here. This isn't flat back here. I would love to have this corner right here. See this corner right here? This would be perfect for the Enchanter, I think. Looking off the cliff, or we could go ahead and do this corner. See this corner right here? This corner is within range. Let's come here and let's X. Let's come here and let's come to here and one more time. How long? An hour already? Really? Mystic site, Enchanter, level 5. Hold on a sec. 2 seconds. All right, thank you. So what we're talking about is dropping the Mystic site. It's inside. Dropping it into this spot right here. Now we have a guard right here. We have this house is, these houses right here are at this level. The guard is at this level right here, which is what? This is 143. This is going to be important. 143, because we're going to have to bring that walkway right there to 143. So what is this here? This is 144. So 143 is here. Let's bring it down to here. So this is where the walk would be. Next, so the mystic site is sitting right here. Remember these corners? Remember this corner? Wait, no, yeah. No, that's not the right one. The corner is over here. The one that we were talking about, I think, is over there. This is on because this house is here, right up here, but it's not going to have an effect. We're too far away from that. This is what we would have to look at, this part, all right here. And if we're going to do this, should we go ahead and put it all the way up to the border? Or should we just put it on this hill part right here? So there are trees involved, but see how much land is going to be removed right in this spot right here. All this land is going to be flattened right here. Should we have it come be on this top part right here? Should we have it be up high like this and push it back now into this part here so that it's not sticking out? And now let's see if it's sticking out on the other side. We're smack dab up against the border right here, but the border is going to move eventually. I want this to be the backyard, and I would like that backyard to look off onto this. So is there, see where we are right here? There's the bloom. Is there a place here where we can set this right under here? So let's turn this. How hard is it? Hold on for a second. How hard is it? Wait, let's do it this way. Oh, did I really do that? Wow, I was concerned about you being able to see, and now that concern is no longer there. Let me look here so that I can see how dark it is, because you maybe can't see anything. It's kind of difficult. Oh, the sun is going behind the clouds. Back to the game. All right, well, that was pretty interesting. Yeah, I totally did that. I don't have anything chosen anymore. And what I would like is, why don't we do this like this and see what happens and where it would end up. Let's come here. Let's go to the Enchanter. Wrong one. Let's go to dark oak, which means going to oak, and dark oak is right here. And where is it? It should be back where I left it. Now, did I not click on it? Of course not. Let's do this. Let's come here. Let's go to the I went back. I know. Okay. Let's wait. Enchanter level 5. So the backyard, the front of the Enchanter looks kind of like this. This right here. Technically, this is the front of the Enchanter. So this part of the Enchanter could be facing directly this way. That part of the Enchanter could be facing directly this way. Let's push it in here. Now we have a house here, and it's too close. What's this here? This is this house right here. This one's not a problem. The other one is, because we can see it right there. The two of them together. And let's come over here, move this beyond that house for a second, so I can see how tall this is. Ah, see where it's coming up to with its trees? It's coming up in this section right here, like this. Oh, this is interesting though. And remember, we were talking about 143, but it's going to remove land here, was what we were saying. I think this is 143. Let me put down this for a second so you can see where I am. Let me put one of these right here for a moment. We're at 144 right here. So 143 is down still one more. This is 143. This is 142. This is 143. No, I didn't want to put that there. Let's come here, and let's bring this down to here. Wait, 143, it needs to be down to here. I know, I did this before. I did this already. But I think I'm going to stick it in the ground here. So this is the entrance right here, where this is. We have some room. Let's see if we can save that birch location right there. Yes, if a tree is there, we can save it. And then this way is where all the garden is, but there isn't anything over here. Okay, and now let's come down here where the balloon is. Let's go into Penelope's and let's sleep, because that's the only way we're going to get the rest of this to work out. Oh my gosh. I know. I know. I have to figure something out here. So remember when we did this, we knew that we were putting in this location and that we would have this extra wall right here. We can just widen this part, bring it over to there. As it grows, and we'll know. But for right now, this is the courier. We don't have any extra couriers. So let me come around here, not yet anyway. And let's look here, and this is where we're talking about putting it. So see, it's underneath that. It's coming to here. We could make that like, we could join it to something, because see where it is? We could make that one join right there across that way. And this one over here going to something up in this area or down. And the tree is here. This is hidden. Look at this. Look at where it is, and look at the fact that you can't even see it up there. That's the kind of enchanter that we want, and that's perfect. And yeah, he's using those to take down this part of the tree. And so that's going to be interesting. So did I put a way for them to get up and down yet? I did not. So we're going to put it on this side of the tree, right here. Right here. Let's have this part come out for a second. I know I'm doing this first. And then have this come down. Let's bring up the birch right to here. And we'll take that one away. Let's bring this up on this side. And let's have this be where it is. So we can bring this part up right here on this side, and on this side bring this part up, bringing this all the way up to the top, and they can come right to here. There's a gate here. We don't need any of this. Let's just put this right here, and this is them right to here. Why don't we just go ahead just for now, because we don't know how long this is going to be here. So we're just going to do this, and there it is. So we need scaffolding, CAFF, and we'll have to see how many we use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24. Oh, we don't need that many. So 20. So let's take those away. So that looked like about 4. So we just need 20 here. And it comes down right here like this. And if we want, just for now, let's bring this part out and put this here like that, so they can't fall out. They'd have to try really hard to fall out there. So this is near the school. This is fine for now. The druid is here. And the other parts of the building, how are they being held up? By magic, of course. What are you talking about, how they're being held up? These are druids. We're going to say that these trees are being held up by magic for right now until the first of this is done. And Cade is going at it. He definitely is. So right here where this is, we're going to have either Brittany or Leandro work on this. I'm tempted to have Brittany finish the farm, have Leandro work on this mystic site. Let's see if I can find the hut block. I can see it sitting out here in the open. So this is it, people. We're going to put the Enchanter right here. So assign a builder. And there it is. And there it is. So let's see who we've got. We've got Cade, who seems to be pretty fast at what he's doing. We're going to let Cade continue working on the mystic site. Leandro is fast too. Who is this here? I think this is going to be Cade right here. Let me come over. Oh no, that's housing. I'm not over far enough. Hold on. This is Leandra over here. So if Leandro's here, who's farther away, Brittany or Leandro, as far as this is concerned? Let's do
Good to
this.
see you.
I know you need dandelions. So let's do this. Let us cancel the build.
There's not enough room for my family to live here.
I know, you keep telling me that. Let's have request a pickup and get Delisa to pick everything up that he was using. And then we're going to start him on the other piece. Let's come down here to where this is. And we're going to have, that's why we didn't want to. We were a little concerned about which way Brittany would pick to get to this build right here. Do we need to be concerned about that? I don't know. That's a good question. All right, let's try it. Let's try and get Brittany to finish building this. And we need a light so I can find the hut block. Actually, let me see. Let's make that go away. Let's put on, let's make that go away. Now, let's put these on and let's scrunch for a minute and see if we can see the hut block. Nope, can't see it. This is a field. Did I make a mistake? I did make a mistake. I did make a mistake. There's no hut block here. Shoot. Oh well. I made an error that we're going to have to fix right now. Hi, Rose. Let's put a light right here. Let's look at Rose. Lapis. Yeah, okay. Well, Rose, when you have had a little bit more education, hopefully you'll come back. But right now, I have to find the hive. H-I-V-E. This is hive right here. We're going to fields. And this is the full field that we're looking at right here. Level 1. And it's almost like in the right place. This was the thing. Let's see if we can match up the pieces without having a whole bunch of lights. I think we might have to put some lights in some places right here. There's a hut block for a place. None of these lights are here yet. Let's put this here and let's put this over here just so I can see. We're standing here. The scarecrow looks like it should be up. Let's come here. Let's turn. I'm almost positive the scarecrow is facing the doorway here. So let's see if I can get that to happen. Oh look, see right there, those? Let's come here. Let's come here. I think those are there. Let's come back and let's look. That's looking close. Why are you dark on this part right here? Let's put one of those there for a minute so I can see what I'm looking at. Is that racks in two different places? It looks like it might be. Yes, that's definitely racks in two different places. Now that's racks in the same place for both of these. That part's correct. That's putting them right there. Something's still wrong here. See this part right here? Those aren't in the right place. Those aren't in the right place. Those aren't in the right place. See that there? They should be like... Grr! I'm sorry I did that. I am sorry I did that. That's not correct. That's actually not correct. These aren't correct. So it's facing the wrong way. How can they not match up? Let's move this here. Okay. Whoo! Wow, that was something. Okay, they're matching. They were just turned around the other way. And the scarecrow is sitting in the water. It definitely is. And this part is here. So all of this is here. So there's supposed to be a hut block piece right here. It just hasn't been put up yet, the decoration piece. Possibly. Level 1. Assign a builder. And we're going to assign Brittany. Build the building. And now let us take this away. Oops, this away right here. And yeah, it's right there. But Brittany's now working on it. So let's see how much she takes away. We have to take these lights out just in case they're in the wrong places. Let's hold on to this while we do this. Rose is just having some private time back here. But we'll see how this works out. Okay, so that is what Brittany is going to do, which means that Brittany just needs dandelions. That's what she needs. Oh my goodness, and we don't have any. We're gonna go to Arnaaluk, and we're at the halfway mark. Remember when we used to do this with Prosino and Rosa Oru, where we'd spend half our time in one place and half our time in the other? I don't know that we're necessarily going to spend the whole rest of her time there. I don't think so. But Brittany is working on that. And did we have Leandro start working on the other? Let's come through here, passing through all this area right here. Yeah, so we're kind of making it, we're deliberately making it sort of a Disneyland kind of feel. Where's that other house? It's always someplace I don't think it is. There it is, it's right there. And the new location, let's get a light, is right in this area. And there it is. So, build options, the builder is going to be Leandro. Build the building. And there we have it. So all three builders are working on something specific for the build. Cade is going to need a ton of axes, and before we leave, we're going to give both Cade and Leandro a ton of axes that our courier can deliver. Lisa can deliver, so we're going to come in here. Let's just go ahead and make them. So let's sort again. Yes, I know, but I'm doing it. Let's come here. We need stone and sticks. So there's the stone. So we can look at stone right here. 43. And the rest is over here. Let's do a full 64. Let's look for sticks. Let's come to here. Yeah, sticks. STICK. 155. And they're right here. So 64. So let me see how many axes we can make for both of them. Let's do this. Oh, I still have this on me. That's okay. I will put it in my backpack. And let's put that there. Let's take this and put it here. And this here. Let's put this. This is what we're using. Let's take these away. I'm trying to get some space. The final frontier. And let's make some axes. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, I'm doing it. I'm afraid to do a whole bunch. So that's a decent amount right there. Let's do a shovel. Let's do that many shovels, or at least close to that many. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shears, I don't know. I think we're going to have to use I think we might not have them use shears, but we'll see. They should still have a decent amount, so we shouldn't have too much problem with that. Okay, and then let's come here. Let's go to here. The scaffolding, we need 25. Scaffolding, I think we had another scaffolding somewhere here. We should have. Maybe we got it. But now we definitely need scaffolding for Tana. And I think that's what we're going to do. Let's do 64, because we've used a lot. Let's put this down. Let's come to here, and let's put these up. And I'm putting this up. We're getting ready to leave. This is theirs, so I want to keep that there. This is mine. These are mine. We can put this here. And the scaffolding, which is mine. So we'll put it here. This goes back to Tana. Huh? What is it? What is it, Lilith? What did you just say?
'Tis a fine morning.
Okay, good, good. And let's go. Delisa. I'm going to so if there wasn't a DE in front of it, it would be Leza. So Deleza, this is what I'm saying today. You can help me. If you have a preference, just say so, because I can't seem to figure out. Is it Deleza? Is it Deleza? Delay? Deleza? L-E-Y? Layla? L-E-Y? And yeah, we're gonna go. Oh, a haddock. I think, yeah. So the reason he's not a fan of this place anymore is because one of his relatives was killed here, and the other one is the doctor. She's actually a nurse, but she is acting as the doctor. I'm almost positive that their name was Haddock, but I'm going to look right now. These are Petit people, and that is absolutely true. So that's why he's not a fan of this place. Riley might want him to be here. Focus, and he's got a lot of focus. And he doesn't have anything. Athletics and stamina, but it's in the wrong order, I think. Let me look for a second. I know we have a farmer already, but let me look for a moment. I always move this. Stamina, there we are. Athletics. Stamina is first, and it's 22, and athletics is 18. Simeon is a farmer. Do we need to have two? We would have two haddocks. I think I'm trying to make it up to them. There she is, and
I'm
of
waiting for
course she
something.
wants a field.
Without this, I can't work.
And we probably are going to have several fields underneath. We're just going to find out what we can grow. Should I go ahead and take Simeon? Okay. 9 emeralds. That's expensive. Where are we? Here we are. I'm just looking to see. There we are, 9 emeralds. Emeralds. Okay, so there's all the stuff that we need to return to Tana. Let's get him. And he's decided to stay. And he is a farmer, without a doubt. So we're going to have 2 farmers right off. I don't think we can have any more people. Simeon's going to be here. We're going to have him work in the library for now, because he doesn't have anything to do. Which is the strongest? Who is the strongest farmer? Hold on for a second. Is it Parnell? Who's the strongest farmer? No. Show me. Parnell is Simeon's 2218. So we're going to have Simeon take over. We're going to have Parnell teach. She's going to work with Ezra. Ezra is still working on her degrees, and Parnell is going to come up here and work in the library until we have a second location for the farmer. But they're both farmers, and so let me just for a second. Parnell. Before Parnell is Penelope. Before Parnell is Charlie. Charley. And then Parnell, who is a farmer. And then, who is this that we just got? I've forgotten his first name. Let's do the no for a minute so we can see all of them. Charlie, Ezra, Penelope, Riley, Simeon. Simeon. And so Simeon is now the farmer, S-I-M-E-O-N, is the farmer. And Parnell is farmer, but waiting, but teaching at the library right now until we have someone. Okay. All right, and there she is. And now, let's see. So she didn't have any trouble getting up here. This is good. And where did we put that new opening? I think we put it over here in the schoolyard. We did indeed. Okay. Let me take this one away and put it here. Now, a kid can get through, but no one else can get through there. We don't have any kids right yet. Hello, Ezra. Ezra's running late. She's like, oh no, there's somebody there. I'm supposed to be learning. Yes, you are. So let me get this so we can see where we're going, because we are now headed over here to the balloon, and we are going to Arnaaluk. And we have the number of people. We have all the people, all the lonely people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people. I think we're pretty close to all that we can have right now. We don't need this. Ah, yes, we do. Yes, we do. I am going to take the coal back to be processed. Remember all that raw coal that was in there? So we want that coal to go back and be processed. So we're going to have to come here and get to it. So let's come over to this side. We can come this way. What is this? Oh yeah, it doesn't come down far enough. Okay, on that part right there, I forgot. You couldn't see. I know. Let me put this out again. That is extended out over the edge. See the cobblestone? That's part of the farmer's market. And these pieces should be coming all the way down to the ground right here. And
well, now, how did I get here again?
And yeah, I see it, but that's okay. Let's come here and let's see what we can take back. We're taking back minerals, so let's see how much. Let's sort. Let's go back and sort this, and then let's come here and let's get the coal first. There's nothing they can do with this, so we'll take these coal pieces right here back to Arnaaluk. We'll take the iron back and the emerald back, and I don't think there's anything else. Is there any redstone, lapis? Let's look here. Lapis. There is some lapis, but it's already been processed. Redstone. And it's been processed. So these are the only pieces that we need to worry about right now. I think that there isn't anything else we want to take back. So we're going to head back to the balloon. We don't want to miss it. We don't want to miss the balloon. So we're hurrying along here. finding our way over to right here where these steps are, and we can see the balloon waited for us. Yay! Excellent. I am the ambassador after all. I could say you must, but that would be kind of rude. So now we don't need a light anymore, and we're here. Yay! So we're going to look at some things while we are waiting. So here we are, and we are going to Arnaaluk. Dun 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 dun. Look at the balloon, so beautiful. Ah, we've been gone long enough for an absence signal, and here we are right here. Let's come down here and let's get our luggage out. We're going to take all of this to the warehouse, and I think we're good to go for right now. It is late at night. Oh, it's only 10, almost. No, it's just after 9. So we're not getting in that late. And we'll come out and we'll go through the hotel here. Now we could take the cab, but we'll save, well, we're not using fuel, that kind of fuel. We're going to say that they're charged, they're using electric charge. We do have solar panels on several of the buildings. Yes, even underwater. And so now we are going to head, oh, I probably passed it. We're going to the warehouse. I think I passed it. I did. I need to do 2 things. We need to put down all this heavy coal so it can be processed by Sloan or Danielle. Both of them are our smelters, our ore smelters. Let's come here. Nope, wrong one. Come here, put these in here, and that'll be good. Let us sort. Let's look for dandelions. I think we might have looked for them. Oh, yay. Okay, so we're going to take a stack of dandelions right now. I'm looking for an indicator, and there isn't one down here. So the refrigerator's upstairs. They're probably being refrigerated, and they are. And they are. So we're only going to take 1 stack. I know it's medication. I think I'm going to take a stack of poppies just to be sure. Why don't we take the short stack of 26 and the short of 11? That gives them more than enough. Let's take a stack of pickles since we're looking at them. The wool colors, I'm not so much worried about. We'll see if we need something like that. Potatoes, I think we just brought a whole big stack of them. And there isn't anything here to really look at, so let's continue. Let me come here. Nope. And let's put this up, and put this up, and put this there. Good. Scaffolding. I think we still don't have any. How many scaffoldings does it take to make, how many pieces of bamboo does it take? Let's look and see what scaffolding is made out of. It's the string. That's what it is. It only takes 6, but it's the string. So do we have any string? I know we have wool. Let's come and look if see what kind of string we have. We have 99. That would just take, that would make us 64 of scaffolding. We'll leave them light. Let's find it. Aha. And then we can find bamboo and we can make the scaffolding ourselves, or we can take it to someone to make. See this right here? That is money just sitting there. Let's take the 64 and let's get some bamboo. We can have them make it. Here's bamboo. Interesting. There's the number. That's cool. I like that. And there it is. Ooh, it's on the ship. Ooh. Let's come down here. And we've got a couple. Why don't we take a couple bamboos? Is there anything here that we got? The dandelions. And now we need to replace some things. So the things that we got, we need 9 emeralds, 66 baked potatoes, and 33 gold, which is ingots. I'm not mistaken. Or was it little gold pieces? I don't remember now. One of our plantations. Oh, remember that thing about the plantation? That we might be able to have Kiara, while she's waiting for the cocoa plantation in cavern style, is not connected to a planter. The kelp plantation in original Minecraft style is not connected to a planter. Neither of those two are connected to a planter. Let's see if that has been fixed. We'll check on our planter. This is the kelp farm in this building right here. Let's come over to this building. I don't want that on the floor. Oops, too far. I got distracted. I wish, but I don't think either of these are showing still. Nope. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We have no cocoa farms and we have no kelp farms. They don't exist for this plantation. Let's see if we can get the sugar farm to come up here. I think it might be too big to have both of these here. That's what we're going to see right now. Underwater base is where we're going. Fields, farm, plantation, infrastructure, fields, sugar. Let's see how big it is. It's meant to fit in this central piece here. So it's probably going to take the entire centerpiece. But I want to see if I can preserve maybe some of the cocoa farms. Don't they look both? They both look nice together. And that's what I would like to have. Let's bring this down one. So the only way I could do this is if I did it. Oh, and it's too far over on that side. Let's move it this way. Does that save that part? Almost. Look at that. It almost saves those pieces right there. So since those pieces aren't working at all, and this is actually the sugar farm right here, we do need more sugar. We're going to add this sugar farm to here, and we can have River work on it instead of working on the dome. So let's come here. Let's assign a builder. Let's assign River to build the building. And River says she started on the dome, but that's okay. We're going to come up here. We're going to cancel the dome for now. The dome is just cosmetic, and we still are not keeping up with our sugar. So we're going to do this like this, and we're going to cancel the dome for now. The dome is set, so it's not going to be a problem. And there we go. So she is going to work on this in just a moment. Wait, not that one. Over here. And that way Kiara can go back to work as a planter. She's actually a planter. She's been lecturing at the university on planting, on growing things. And so we'll just have it be like that. So you can see that these are coming down right here. They're all going to come down. And after it's done, we'll see if we can get them to come back later. I like the way they look, the both of them together, and I think we can. We just probably can't do it right off the bat. So we'll get the sugar farm down first, and then we'll put these down. These are smaller and are going to have less conflict with what's going on. So we definitely want to do that. And she is taking both of them down completely. Okay. We'll just have to deal with it. We might just go ahead and put the cocoa someplace else. Don't want to. I like both of them being here. So we'll see in a second. Let's come over here. We're going to put down the things that have to do with pity. Hey. And then, and sure enough, look at that, all gone. Now she will at least harvest those hut blocks there. And she is one of the first four, so she is super fast. And we're watching her take things down, take things away. And we'll let her continue doing what she's doing. So when she's done, we'll come back. We have 2 other planters, and we'll have to have them do the scaffolding for right now. I'd like Kiara to do it. Why don't we just leave it for Kiara to work on? Yeah, I think I want to do that. So let's come down here. I want to get these before they disappear. Those 2. And we'll put them over here. And let's look at crafting, teach recipe, teach scaffolding. And we're teaching the string. And there we are. And we're going to put these in here. Right here like this. And then let's come here and get this. And we're going to put this in here to be picked up. And we'll be good to go. Okay. So look how close that is. Look, see? They're not even touching the hut blocks here. So that's actually good. And that means that we shouldn't have any problem with that. That is very nice. That's wonderful. Oopie doopie. So we did get our dandelions, which we needed. Let me look. We do have dandelions. Let's go back to the second warehouse and see if they have finished the other things we had requested before. And we need those things. So we're here, and the other warehouse is out this way. So we'll come here. We've got all sorts of people who are visiting. Harry is standing in his restaurant right now. This used to be Monroe's restaurant, and now Harry is here working on this, which is really good. Let's look here. This is what I was afraid of. We have 3 rices, which is good. We might have to have 2 of things. Let's take the tea away. Let's take that rice so that we have enough room. There's 2 steak dinners. Steak. 1, 2, 3. Let's just have 2 steak dinners. Fish. We have 2 fish. Kimchi. We have 2 kimchi. And these, that's kimchi spicy. We have 2 of those. These go here. And then we have just 1 of the other parts right there. Actually, you have more. I think I'm hearing water from the... Yeah, I think I am hearing water. That was close. Okay, so these are all the ones that we have. Spicy eggplant. Spicy eggplant. There we go. And look at that. There's actual sushi. Yay! Right, Harry? Excellent. Okay, let's go to the warehouse. We're going past the command center for the druids, Mira and Laura, right here, the main hospital with its ambulance right here. And we're going to, we can cut through the Sakura apartments, or Sakura apartments, and take the farm road. This is the farm railroad right here, down to this farm road here, which goes to the second warehouse and the second makers area. And coming here, and everyone is working, and let's see what we've got. We have not gotten anything. So there's something holding up. Sticks are supposed to be being delivered, and this is one of these things where these are held up. So we're going to let these go. We have the dandelions already. They say a delivery is going to happen. I'm going to cancel it out. We already have them. I don't think there's anything else here. We can look and see if there are any soups here. And there aren't. This is good. There are potato soups in the other, not squash, but there are some potato soups left. And just 1 second, I'm going to have something to sip. love that juice. I love that juice so much. You'd probably say to me, I should pursue the endorsement. I should pursue the sponsorship, right? Because I absolutely do love that juice. I could talk about it. That would be wild. I don't know. It just, it's one of those things that just popped into my head. Pops into my head every time I talk about that juice. It's like, people make money doing that. Talking about the things that they love. Actually, I love that. All right. We're done here. I don't think we're going to do anything else. What are they doing? All of them? Let me see what they're doing. Let's go to here and let's look at Hallie. Hallie is working on the new fishery. We're going to have 4 fishers, and she's working on a new fishery off of one of the plantations, one of the 2 sugar farms in the farm district. Case is still working on the logistics center. He's going to bring it up to a level 5. And Ryan is working on the cookery, the 3rd cookery that we're going to have. And then Elena is working on the apartment building, the Sika apartment building. And then River is working on the sugar farm, and Danny is working on a residence in the farm area, and Lionel is working on an apartment building, the Palo Alto apartment building. So everyone's working on something, just like Brittany is working on the farm, the hive farm that we're putting in, and Cade is working on the Mystic site. And Leandro, did I call him Leonardo before? Leandro is working on the Enchanters location. And so that's everybody. For the Enchanters location, we're definitely going to need dark oak. And I think we have enough. I don't think any of those things show here, by the way. Let's see. It goes back and forwards between showing and not showing when you leave the area. So let's see if they are showing now. And if they are, that would be good. Yay! Okay, oak saplings. There should be oak saplings there just from them chopping down trees. And it is being delivered. Poppies, but we're going to bring. There is a field, and it's not saying it has to be a specific one. We could get a pumpkin. We could get pumpkins just in case. MPK, and there aren't any here. Let's request a pumpkin. We'll request 16 be brought to here, just in case I don't pick it up somewhere else. So request the pumpkin, and there's going to be a delivery from the other warehouse. Let's see if it makes it. And then that'll help us to make the field. And Brittany will be done. And then we'll have to start looking at another farm area after we figure out what can be grown in the meadow. This is going to be really interesting. So Brittany is done. Let's come here and let's look at, is this Cade? It is Cade. Cade needs a campfire, composters, cobblestone slab, dirt, a lever. Let's have Mildred make us a lever. Or let's get one from the warehouse. I'm not going to make more levers. Let's get 16. Yep, sure enough. I know there are levers here. Levers, not lovers. Levers. Moss blocks we have a ton of. Oak, we're doing okay. We don't need any right now. Polished andesite and andesite stairs. And a tripwire hook. Let's get 16 tripwires. Tripwire hook, let's get 16 of those. Request. And polished andesite stairs. Polished. E. Polished andesite stairs. And what was the other? Polished andesite. Hold on. I got it in my hand. Polished andesite. Period. Okay, so polished andesite. Polished andesite. And how much do we need actually? Yeah, that's good. We'll do the 64 and they'll have it there from now on. Are there any stairs, oak stairs here? Oak stair. If we do 64 and it says it's going to be delivered, yay team. So there are some here. And we could do cobblestone slab. Dirt, they should have enough. Oak fence we can make or we can check. How much oak fence? Oak fence is only 21, so we can do 32. Stairs is 64. So let's look here. Oak stair. Let's request 64. And fence. Oak fence. Let's do 32. Request. Okay, that's a pretty good amount of stuff. The oak has to be made, so we'll see what happens with that. And we'll see about getting all of those things. Levers and lever and tripwire. Let's make sure, let's see if Mildred can make those here. Let's come here. Rail, nope, teach. So let's teach. She's the third of our mechanics. Lever, but what I find is if one doesn't know how, it might not get made. Tripwire. And here we go. Uh-oh, see that wood? Let's make it out of oak. Let's just take a piece of oak for making the recipe. And let's come to here. Teach this, and I need a stick. There's a stick. No. Okay, and let's go in here. Let's go to here, and let's get that. Let's remove that. So we have those pieces, and that's good. She's not making a lot of she's not making any buttons, but usually the retail store does that, makes the buttons. So, and I think that'll be okay. No. And then iron. And you know something? I think we're actually going to have to sell some things in order to get the iron that's needed, because we are low on iron. So let's put all of this up. We're putting all these pieces here. and let's look at what we can sell. Let's look for saddles. We only have 2 here, but let's take them. Saddles bring a good price. And here they are. 1. There's only 1. Did I not do the power, mending, unbreaking, mending? Okay. There's tripwire hooks right here. So we should get them delivered pretty quickly. Here's string. Why don't I have the other? There's another. And there's the other one. Ooh, tags. Let's sell these. That's wonderful. Let's go to here and let's look for books. And see what we have going on for a second. Sort. And let's look for books. I don't see anything to really sell to any. There's one, Smite. So let's go to the books and let's see what we're looking at. So look at the sea, unbreaking, knockback. There's defensive weapons, sharpness, density. This one, efficiency, power of the sea, efficiency, mending, sharpness, thorns. Those are protections, efficiency, unbreaking, quick charge. And quick charge and thorns. I think we're going to let those go. We've got some meat here. Why isn't any food being cooked? We've got berries. But food is being cooked. Food is being cooked. We just have enough now. Let's see if we have enough milk. We certainly have enough of those things. Let's put these away for a second. Let's put these here. Those are going to be sold. Let's look and see how much milk is here. Yes! Yay! Finally! Finally, we might actually have enough. This is excellent. We have 6 dairies. We have and we could really say that we have 2 dedicated dairies, and then the other 4 ranches that harvest cows also do milk, and so that's why we have enough right now. That is excellent, excellent. Eggs, kelp is the thing. But we've bought kelp, and that's why we have some at this time. And so there is enough to make the sushis. Salmon is another one that we run low on. And so 59 is not a lot, which is why we're making the other fishery right now. So we will have 4 fisheries. And because we're not just going to have fish for Arnaaluk, we have to have fish for Pitti. Pitti doesn't have any place to get fish from. So they're going to trade for that. So what it's going to be like is people are going to come there and they're going to, eat and have fun and things like that. And that pays for the food and the exchange of materials that goes on between them. Boots. Let's look for boots and see how many we have. Yeah, like that. That's not really a lot. There's what we need. See these plate armor boots here? We can take like, look how much of this we have. So we're going to sell off 3 rows of leggings again. We're going to sell off 3 rows of leggings. 1. This is what our blacksmiths have created, and we're going to sell these off. So let's come to here and put them here. This is going to buy us a lot of iron and a lot of salmon. And then let's come over here. Let's get boots. Let's get 3 rows of boots as well. This is the plate, the precious plate stuff. So we're good at doing these things, making these things. So these things are going to pay for other things. So this is excellent. And over here it was saying there was something else, but I missed it. So it's probably moved already too. Yeah, I know. See all these seeds? I can't seem to get the composter to keep up with them. We have to have a composter. We could send 3 stacks of them back to Pity for the composter, the new composter to begin. I don't really want, the reason we have so many is we haven't been composting seeds. We've been giving them actually as a charity to places to feed like wild chickens, to feed animals, to feed things like that. Tana asks for seed to feed poorer villages that are having problems. And so we will give this to Tana. And since I am going to give that to Tana, let me put it in a box for them right now in here, for the fact that these are going to Tana. I don't want them to get mixed up. We don't really compost. We have plenty to compost. We don't need to compost seeds. And seeds is food. Seeds can be ground up, all that kind of stuff. I don't like doing that. Don't like it at all. This is getting worked on by Case still, and we're watching that. So what else can we sell? Let me look here. I've got boots. Why don't I get some chest plates and sell those? We have right now enough to get iron, to get salmon, and to get coal. Both of those things we are really low on. So let's sort, and the house is sorted. Let's come here. I have to be careful. Did you see that double click there? Chest plate. And we have 277. So let's take 3 rows of those to sell. And we'll put these things together. They will go to the highest bidder. We'll put them on the ship to go to market, and that'll be great. So we have 3 rows of chest plate, and then we have 3 rows of actual helmets that we don't have yet. So that'll give us the same amount, so we can sell a full uniform, and that will get us a lot of money. So let's get a helmet. And there they are. So right here, 3 rows is what we need. See all this compost? So we're composting. We're not having a problem. We have more than enough to do that with. We'll see if some other places need compost. We might end up selling compost off. So now we just have to wait for a buyer, for sellers, I should say, of those pieces. We're going to put them on the yellow submarine and have them go to market. All those things that we just took. Let's see if anything's come in for us. Not yet. So nothing's come in for us yet. It says delivery, 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 delivery. And yet we haven't gotten yet. So we'll check and see. If we don't get it, then we'll pull them out of the warehouse. I hate doing that though when we do have people. Oh, that's something that we can look for. Let's see if it's been 8 hours yet. We can't have any more people, and we don't have enough couriers. We don't have anyone to be a courier. We don't have anyone to be a fisher. We don't have anyone to be a restaurant owner in the terminal, in the balloon terminal. So of the travel center. So we actually need 6 more people, 6 more kids would be nice. But we can't get anybody because we don't have the research done. The research takes 8 hours, and so we'll start looking. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This will hold all the armor, so we can put the armor and stuff in here, and that'll be good. Yeah, let's go to the university for a second, and we will check. Let's take it this way and see how far along with the research that they've gotten. When this research is done, we'll be able to go beyond 150 people. We have 150 right now. And we'll be able to go beyond it. We've got dissatisfied. See how we have dissatisfied explorers. Those are explorers. Those aren't peace druids. They're not warriors. They're actually explorers. And they're like going, what do you mean we're not warriors? We're warriors. Aha! Here's our problem. Okay, so she doesn't have any food. She doesn't have any food. She doesn't have any variety at all. She no longer has a full amount. She does have trenchers. She doesn't have, but look at her menu. She has hardly anything. She's supposed to have hand pies. And dessert, she doesn't have any. But more importantly, she's supposed to have pizza. And pizza's not being made. Now, it might be that they are out of room. No, everything is there for pizza except cheddar cheese. The cheddar cheese is really a problem. And we might go ahead.
Is there a problem?
I know, Dylan, I do. We might actually want to purchase it because it's holding up the works. But what we can do right quick is to go to Paloma. Remember, Paloma's our first chef, but she wanted to open the new cookery, And so she is working the new cookery and blood. And who's the other cooker? Ooh, well, that's interesting. That's a good question. I've forgotten. I've forgotten who. So we have 3 chefs in cookeries, and Paloma's is the lowest level. It is only a level 3 right now, and we're working towards the level 4. And that's assuming that the level 3 is done. And that's what Ryan is supposed to be working on. We're going to check right now and see if in fact she's done. I don't think so. I don't think she is. Look at the outside of the building. Oh, the refrigerator doors aren't on yet. Well, that's interesting. Oops. Let's see if she knows how to make cheddar cheese. Crafting, very first thing. The very first thing. Now, we're not using soy milk because we can't grow any soy. So we're not using soy milk. We would have to import soy milk in order to get it. So we're not doing that. We import soybeans, but we're using those for soy sauce, and I think that's it for meals. I think it's just the soy sauce, probably. But yeah, there's no question that it's probably the cheddar cheese that is missing. Probably. I could be wrong. But she does know how to make a lot of things. Yeah. And so, yep. And this is only a 2. And this is where the holdup or the backup is that this is only a 2. And I'm going to go out and see what Ryan's waiting for now. If Ryan is still waiting for those blue things. Does it seem like some things aren't happening? No, they are. Remember when she needed kelp and lichen? She's gotten those. She actually got the colony flags. She just needs item frames and light blue banners. Let's go over and see if item frames, hold on. Who do item frames belong to? Does it tell me here? Nope. So item frames are carpenter, okay. And the other thing was the light blue banner. So we'll look at that. Let's go to our dye shop first, which is right here. Let's look for light blue. There's white and gray, black and white. We haven't learned any blue yet. So dye. Light blue, let's learn the blues. So cyan is this one. Blue and green. The green we have already. Light blue. We're just going to go with the traditional white and blue, and then blue. And for the blue, we are definitely using cornflowers for the blue, not lapis. So that's all the blue parts, and I think that will be good. And the other thing that's needed is from Dex, and that is item frames, to make sure that Dex knows how to make them. Dex is the third carpenter. Yes. Yes. And how many farms do we have? That's a good question. I'd have to go to the town hall and look. Dex. Crafting recipes. Teach recipe. Item frame. And let's teach this. There it is. This here is glowing item frame, and that's not the same as invisible. So let's go to the town hall. From here, we shouldn't have too much trouble getting to the town hall. Come back to the main farm road. This is one of the tributaries. So farm road is that way, and the main road is right here. And yeah, we're going to the university and see about how much time it's taking. And so we can come around here. And yeah, I know, it's very strange. If that seems that way, you are correct. Let's come to research, civilian research. And now yeah, there it is. Dun 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 dun. 0 remaining. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. So today is Friday. Tomorrow's Saturday. We have Saturday and Sunday this week, and I'm going to have off Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from streaming. I'm going to be working on some stuff. So since we have 2 days, we can actually begin preparing for it should show now as completely done. Village, hamlet, city, dun 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 dun. So 250. We don't need that many people. We